in bull markets because they are not bullish candles. This looks bearish, right? Double top, 35% sell off, right? Bounces up, oh, rounding out. Oh, look at that reject. Look at this candle, like, look at that. Wouldn't you just think, oh, false breakout, big rejection, selling off? You would think it's bearish. It's not bearish. Nothing is bearish until new highs. The market is pushing to those new highs because that's where people are going to get trapped. So the point I'll make is, at this point, the Bitcoin top had happened. Then you get the nasty sell-off, right? So people are bearish, and they're still bearish, and the smart people are bullish here, and they're bullish, and they're bullish, short-term bullish, and they're long, and they're long, and they're long, right? The dumb money are not long yet. This is why buying down here is so plus EV, especially after the leverage shakeout, because this type of price action will make every single dumb money bearish. It will either liquidate them on a 35% drop, or it will just make them feel bearish because look at it. And they will not want to buy here. There's no way they want to buy here. They don't want to buy here. They might buy into this little pump, right? And then they panic and sell there. They might buy this pump and they'll panic and sell there. So they're all over the place. Their mindset is just fucked. You stay long. You stay long until it looks good. And I know this is subjective. So feel free when this happens to come and ask me. Put it in one of the chats and say, like, does this look good? Right? But you'll know. This is about being kind of in touch with your emotions, like understanding your automatic reaction, which is like, this is good or this is bad, right? Your automatic reaction is that this is bearish and this is bearish and this is bearish. Look where it ends up going. And the way the smart money works is going to be, which is you already, or it's going to be you if you keep your composure throughout this bull market, is that they know that you should buy when it looks bad and do not sell until it looks good. And so even though there's a big scary sell-off here, it doesn't look good yet. And it's going to look good at some point. And for retail, who are buying your bags, and for normies and for dumb money, understand it looks good when it makes new highs. That's what people are waiting for. It looks good when it makes new highs. That's it. And so until it gets to here, that's when it starts looking good again. And we'll fast forward it. And so then you get a breakout on the 4th of May. And here's the part that like lulls people into a false sense of security, because it doesn't just go up like this. They're all like, some people are still panicking. They're like, oh, it's going to go like that, right? So anyone who's still bearish, they slowly become less and less bearish as they see linked to all the things they would want it to do. Look at this, bull flag, broken out bull flag. How good does that look? Right? So some people are starting to buy now, right? Oh, new highs, right? Higher highs, higher lows. And so right up until that point, which is what? A whole week, 5 days, right? Broke out on Tuesday, topped on Monday. So 6 days. It's a long time. That's a long time for people to long the dips and buy the bull flag breakout and all this kind of stuff. And then, of course, eventually it all rugs. But I should actually pull it back. You get even a complacency bounce. Right? Look at this big sweep down. And a lot of people look at this and say, yeah, that was everyone who longed this way up. They all just got shaken out. Look where we are now. And so people are buying this. And so even into the following Tuesday, so a full week later, it looks great. It looks bullish. It's either bullish price action or just a leverage shakeout. That's all the dumb money wrecked. Where do we go? That's it. Over. Done. Totally done. But notice how before the big crash, there's still 1, 2 more bounces. That's because the market is still buying the dip. So it's very forgiving. You do not need to, these are 4-hour candles. You cannot panic, right? If you feel a certain way, just wait. Because what you feel is very often a trap. Unless you say what I said before, or you use what I said before, you say, after the Bitcoin ETF, this is just the exact plan. After the Bitcoin ETF goes live, the primary narrative is over. So no longer is our primary narrative Bitcoin ETF. Okay, that is when the clock is ticking. We have limited time. That's when, if you're trading alts, you want to buy them when they look bad, and so include that into your system. Right, so your system could be, I want to wait for a leverage shakeout, which that one is easy to identify. The price has to go down a lot. Doesn't have to be a certain percentage, but you have to go into the liquidations on Coinalyze and see mass liquidations. And then you don't have to buy that candle like I just showed. It'll liquidate, it will go sideways, whatever, right? You look at this. Liquidation candle, retest, retest, retest. There's plenty of time. It's just, don't buy the first bounce. Don't buy any of these bounces. Understand that if you think this is a 4-hour candle, this happens. Then when we're here a day later, if you think this was the bottom, then that's your entry zone, just anywhere there. And it's spot. No leverage. Or very low leverage, depending on your systems. And the goal then is to sell when it looks good. And so some people already did this with Link. They would have bought when it looked like shit, and they probably sold a bit here. As other people were buying the breakout when it looked good. But the real time that Link will look good is when it fully breaks out. Right? And it breaks out, and it's like this, and it's bull flag. And here is where people are the most bullish, and that is probably the top. Right? Every time it comes to this level, you could buy here, you could buy here, you could buy here, 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 or even where we are now, because it doesn't look good. And your only plan could be, I'm going to wait until it does look good, and I'm going to sell. Now, to trade that profitably to be a profitable trader with that, you need to have some kind of system that's systematic that you can test as objective along with it. But that is the game. And that's when people are going to exit. Because when Link breaks out and goes $20, $21, $23, everyone's going to talk about how great Link is. Everyone's going to want to buy it because it looks good. And that's when they'll buy here, or they'll wait for a dip. And this is why they get caught on the other side of the dips that keep dipping, because they wait again. They wait until it looks good, and that's when they like to buy the dip. So they wait until it looks good. Bull flag, bug flag. Nice shakeout, buy this dip. We're going new highs. Look at that. Shakeout, that easy. No way we would have left that wick if we weren't going to new highs, and boom, away we go. Right? So, GM.